and we have to say one thing. I know the items are costly, and we should buy them if we want to celebrate something. Because yesterday during our stream, I saw that some people, they place 10, 15 orders, you know. Sometimes it's also enough. So if we show you nice things, don't feel pressure to buy them. So there will always be a time. I know that especially among the young people, they have the fear of missing out, and especially during the stream which we do, sometimes they, you know, get sucked into something and then they just buy like crazy. This is not about it. We want to have a nice stream. If you have something to celebrate today, we will give you some nice choices. But like Herbert said, if your budget is limited, let me tell you also today we will find later on something good perfume which will also cost 70 euro or this and that. We made something with Aqua Alpes, so just, you know, relax. I know 200 or 250, 300 euro is a lot of money, and you know, this is better slowly save up something. If you like, then okay, you can buy it, but we should celebrate also a purchase like this because it's special, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
What you said is a perfect sentence. You buy also for yourself, not
yeah.
only for because you need that at any cost. So
yeah.
Enjoy it.
And if we start with the collection, okay, if we start with the whole collection, the most sold perfume, two perfumes are, you know, we especially promote because I like them, of course, and it was something, let's say, groundbreaking. The funny thing is, how can I say, we bought the brand, we got the merchandise, and I just tried out something, and then I fell in love, and my friends fell in love with Dates Delight. So, but you told me that Dates Delight is a older perfume?
Absolutely, it's one of the first perfume of the brand.
So from which year?
I think it's been launched in 2017.
Oh, okay.
2016, and I'll tell you why, because this, especially this reference, has been created. Again, go back to the original story. I am gifting my friends with a special gift. And the meaning of the gift was to tell to my friends the Middle East world. Now everyone is talking about Middle East, but go back
2017, that was
10 years ago, no wonder. So how you can explain Middle East to your European friends with some concrete elements? And what is the best of the dates to talk about the Arabian hospitality? And that dates, I'm sure you have tried it, but the dates are created addiction. You cannot eat only one date.
Yeah.
It's to take one, minimum you have to take 3, 4, 5, and you get addicted to that. And
you know someone who is really addicted to it.
So, which was the best way to talk about hospitality and addiction in Middle East world? Then showing them the sweetness of the glazed dates, which again, go back 10 years ago, there was no culture around. So we created these fragrances to explain and to tell that story.
And at that time you had the same bottle?
Same as this. This is one of the original coating that I've gifted.
Who came up with the idea to make it like this?
It was basically, I mean,
because it's not really. You made the bottle cap on the bottom. Because
it's think as a gift for friends. So you want to gift the best of your experience and knowledge to them. So the shape of the bottle, that someone says a stone, is an egg, is a, I have also montgolfier sometimes, but that is basically representing the gestuality of spraying perfume. When you take it, it's the shape of your palm of your hands. So we designed it because we were trying to, it was part of the story. The gestuality of spraying a perfume, I was looking the way to express it in a shape. And that was the best shape to do it, but then you cannot, how you can handle it?
How can you?
Top down. And the top down was also a way to say, we are using wood in our way, not in the Arabic way. Arabs use wood with the pure oil where they spray on top the fragrance and all that stuff. We are not, I mean, I don't love that, honestly. I love my way to use wood. So the top down was to explain them, hey guys, there is another way to use that ingredients. You can also let him not to be the dominant.
Why do you choose the House of Oud? It's the name because you are Italian. Why did you choose this name?
Because we create this and we create the first batch together with a close friend who is called Mohamed Nashi. He's a sort of co-founder of the brand. And he is a wood manufacturer. And when I went to do the fragrances, we were in his farm in Indonesia, near to Jakarta. And we called that place the House of Wood. It's not, imagine how you can explain is a supplier of wood in Indonesia, blah, blah, blah. No, where we go to the House of Wood. Because for us was that the place where we were sourcing it.
Okay, that's interesting.
And so paying a tribute to him and paying a tribute to the fact that it was not supposed to be a brand. He carried that name.
Interesting. So Dates Delight is with us the top seller of the brand. And I mean, you can try it out. We had during the weekend, wir haben die Abfüllungen disabled, aber jetzt könnt ihr auch euch mal eine Abfüllung besorgen. Ich habe jetzt die Ratings nicht vor Augen, aber es müsste einer der greatsten Düfte sein, die wir...
Datteldüfte gibt es nicht so viele, aber
nee.
Das ist wahrscheinlich einer der besten.
Ja, Tatsache. Und auch der Fakt, dass es den schon so lange gibt.
Ja.
The fact that this one is so long in the market and let's say just rediscovered, very interesting.
I think there is a reason for that.
Yeah?
In this perfume, which is, by the way, we can say it's a gourmand at the end of the day.
But not too sweet.
Because there is no vanilla inside. The challenge of this fragrance was to make and create a sweetness not linked to vanilla, but linked to the glazed and sugar effect of the dates.
Okay.
So maybe the market wasn't ready for that, or
yeah, maybe
it was not the time for this kind of fragrance.
You know that what you just described is also what happens in your body, because if you eat dates, you don't have a sugar spike. So this is exactly what also So I was so happy when I realized I came to know that was coming one of your favorites, that finally there is a karma for us. Okay.
Because really, it's been it's like having a hidden gem that finally has been released. So.
You saw the video what I did in Las Vegas?
Yep.
You saw the video? Okay, I don't know if we can show it here, but let me give you a story. Okay, first off, the bottle is incredible. I don't know how it's possible to do. Is it with how is the paint? How do you get this one on the bottle?
I'll show you one simple thing that, okay, it's not probably for clients, but as you can note, the color is taller than all the other color that you have in the market.
Ah, interesting.
Yes.
Okay, the neck is longer.
The neck is longer than the others. And the reason is because inside there are two rings in the collar who make possible the taking in the factory to take the bottle and keep it for some time in this way. So it's a small detail. I mean, it's not easy to notice that, but it's because to make this bottle is one of the most complicated that you have in the market. Then, if you ask me, again, it was not supposed to be a product for the market, so we were not caring about complication. Normally, when you make something, you try to make it easier as possible.
Yeah.
But in this case, we were looking for complication. It was our way to say we have a meaning for our product.
You know, when this one, we are talking right now, wir reden gerade über Gambling. When was it released?
Gambling was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And in here you described you have a whiskey part, but drier, and then you have written down something like adrenaline accord or something.
Exactly.
Yeah?
And again, there is another funny story behind.
Okay.
Gambling born because I'm a gambler. I love play to the casino.
Oh, okay. So you come to Vegas from time to time?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, okay. Then we can stream
the problem
there.
is not to come in Vegas, is to come back. That's the challenge. Gambling is my lucky friend.
No way.
I went to gamble for 1 year in the casino with the fragrance, wearing this trial of fragrances. I realized that I was winning. And I say, you know what? It's like having, it's an habit that we have since day one. I love to imagine the fragrances we are creating like they are friends next to you. Gambling is your lucky friend. So if you go with gambling,
you know why? When I advertise it, in my imagination, I think this one is for me for business, because this one, it gives.
This is also kind of gambling.
It's also gambling, yes. You have very masculine vibes. It's a likable DNA, strong character, but not, let's say, off-putting in terms of it's too challenging.
Perfect.
You know.
Perfect.
And in the job world, you can wear it with a suit, and it will give, let's say, some masculine output without being just too over the top. It's a very wearable DNA.
I think it's a perfect.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it's supposed to be.
So a very interesting perfume, and one of the nicest bottles. Then there is one other fragrance which I want to point out, and the creation behind it. It's just available with us. It's called Never Ending. You gave us the chance to get it for the US, for here. You can just get it with us, and the twist between grapefruit and leather is so inconvenient. Who does it, you know?
Never Ending has been created by one of our noses, young one. It's called Douglas Morel, and we were looking for that. I mean, plugging together sweet and pamplemousse together was looking impossible in the beginning, but it was the only way to represent for us the light.
Okay.
The power of something that has to be extremely powerful. All the ingredients of these fragrances are particularly, let me say, aggressive. Leather, pamplemousse, cumin, black vanilla, all of them are very powerful, but the fragrance and the ingredients all together, they are particularly, they have a kindness given by the power of the ingredients.
It's a little bit, I would just say, a little bad boy. It's a little bit...
It's a bad boy that decided not to be for that evening the bad boy, but he knows it is a bad boy.
Yeah.
Good point. This I will keep it with me.
Yeah, and the color combination is so incredible. So here we have, also it's hand painted or
yes. All these bottles are hand painted and coated in an Italian manufacturer, a very small. I will say he's an artist. They does it, and every bottle is different. And the reason again why we decided to do like that is because we want something different for all our friends. So you have to carry something unique for you.
So all patterns will be different.
Exactly. You will find two bottles with the same color, of course.
Yeah.
But you will never find two bottles equal. Every friend is unique. Every client is unique. And they have to feel it.
Very unusual combination, right?
That's a good one.
Good one. It's
really good one.
In my mind, to put the ingredients together, very difficult.
Yeah, for me, speaking about the ingredients, it doesn't represent the fragrance. So if you speak of the real, I think, okay, grapefruit, leather, so I think it's a little bit chaos. But the fragrance is very, very harmonic, very, very round. It's not edgy.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, there are maybe some crazy ingredients. I find it very good. It's
and something
more
unique.
Really wearable. It's nothing to say, okay, I have to
think which time to wear it. Yeah.
It's very wearable.
Yeah, it's something, something very creative. Which you don't find. I mean, we have over 1,000 perfumes. We will go over there a little bit later, and you will see we have all the choices. So I know if someone is, did this and copied that and just changed something, but this one is done. Start from fresh.
You have to see the face of Douglas when we say him which ingredients we want to use this time. He was desperate in the beginning.
Yeah. He
said that there is not another formula that is carrying all these powerful ingredients all together, but at the end I think it's a masterpiece.
But you see the pattern, it doesn't matter what, because they sent me, let's say, 3-4 perfumes I could choose, okay? And always in life I choose the most powerful. It's just it's a
you do DNA.
Yeah, we will also show him our fragrances. Before you used Orange Flamingo, right?
Yep.
Orange Flamingo he used before. and we will show him also some other ones. And fun fact, his company is working on Arabian cherry and on raspberry dictator.
Yeah.
So they made it's ready now. We are just about to fill it up.
Finalize the bottle.
Yeah, just finalize the bottle. And so yeah, he didn't know, I didn't know, but until yesterday, then we discovered, okay, the noses from him, they produce it. So it will be very interesting to see his reaction. The collection which we have is because I don't have a distribution, and for me the margin is not important that much. So what we do is we work with really high dosage of oil. So we start with 35%, go up to 50%, and it's some fragrances are challenging, more or less. To see it will be interesting to see what you think about.
Really a pleasure.
And then today we have it's a novelty. We are the first ones who can present it. You just arrived, and then we said, okay, can we put it online? He said, okay, put it online. And it's in terms of art, this is, you will recognize, it is the banana. It is a banana on a newspaper, and Je t'aime is written on it. What a perfume! This one you just brought with you. I didn't know that you have something. This one you can just get it now here. So today is the day to get something new. So I imagine the banana. There is a banana inside.
Yeah, of course. The name of the fragrance is L'Explicite.
L'Explicite, yeah.
To be extremely frank. Yes, but the challenge in this case was, again, we are fan of exploring different kind of sweetness. Mm-hmm. The banana has it. The banana creates addiction. The banana is a fruit that is able to guarantee the liking, but it's also very can also annoying it. So we decided finally, and we released our banana bread.
Banana bread.
To make sure that you have some crispy or crunchy effect that make the banana wearable for a long time, and not only for the first 3-4 seconds.
But this one powerful.
We play with nuts, so imagine toasted or roasted nuts. And what we are looking is to really write a new way of sweetness that will never make you boring of it. So,
das auf jeden
for me, this kind of, it's the first exercise we make on it, but we really wish that it will write a new page of the perfumery.
Wow.
And the newspaper.
That's why the newspaper, the news
Exactly.
of the business.
Exactly.
I tell you, this one is, let's say, super powerful.
The banana
It's
is
super.
ultra clear and present.
This is a banana.
It's a banana. Yeah.
How much perfume oil you have inside?
We are at 30%.
30%. Yeah. But this, I tell you, this is like.
Maybe it's a crazy idea to use the banana and substituting the normal sweetness of vanilla or chocolate or so on with something different. But I'm fully convinced that this kind of olfactive direction can really turn the page and can write a new page of the perfumery habit. I wish that.
If you smell it, you feel the 30%. It's like I imagine a very thick juice. You feel that.
And one of the challenges was to keep the 30% with the banana effect, which was initially, we make, it's one of the fragrances that we make a huge number of trial. It's Christian Calabro who is signing it. Another young perfumer, we love to deal with them, and has been really a super addict for him. But we insisted in so many trial, and we think now that we want it as a new
He's also
page
done,
of, yes.
Yeah, it's also done. Christian Calabro has also done the Arabian cherry and.
Okay. Okay, he did also, yeah.
This I think can represent the Italian DNA on how we can do fragrances. A bit unconventional.
Okay, so this perfumer did also, interesting. Because in Arabian cherry, what we did, he is the guy who, we tried out a lot of different perfumers, but he was the only one who could match the oud oil into this, because it was, I just took them, I took the perfume oil from Ajwa. Some of my friends, they will know, it's a very this is a one-man show in Dubai. A guy who made, he just started his business two years ago. Before he worked for Yas, and he has a small batch of perfume oil which I like, which is has a sweetness inside it, and you could match it, but no one else could match it. It smells always completely different, but he made it, and all the one very uncompromising. His style is pure power. You feel it here also.
You should participate to a meeting with Christian when we smell together.
Okay.
It's more a fight than a meeting.
You really, yeah? Why?
He doesn't compromise.
You see, I feel it. He makes no compromise. Yeah.
It's not a meeting; it's a fight.
Yeah. Okay.
And so sometimes we say meeting today. No, today we are tired. Let's make it tomorrow.
Okay.
I need my energy to.
Yeah. I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah.
He is. When I smell the fragrance, it's like this.
So, what's the best perfumer than Christian to play the game with the banana? Which.
So, very interesting, Leute, wenn ihr diese Süße mögt, ohne diesen Gourmand, weil ihr wisst, bei Gourmand ist, Gourmand ist so auch Lira und das ist bei mir ein bisschen schwierig, es gibt viele Fans davon, aber wenn ihr von Dates Delight, wenn ihr diesen Style mögt, nur interpretiert auf eine Banane, schaut vorbei, sonst gibt es den nirgendwo, von daher ist heute der Tag, ja, heute ist der Tag der Tage.
Ja, und danach kriegt er mehr diese Haselnussnoten so mit der Zeit. Also die Banane ist da, aber nicht mehr so, kriegt er mehr so Haselnuss.
Ja, du hast recht.
So ein bisschen, ja, so wie so ein Haselnusskuchen auch, so ein bisschen, also der reinkommt. Ne? Also auch wieder sehr schön, aber immer mit dieser Banane.
Aber tragbar, weißt du, nicht zu heavy.
Nein, absolut nicht. Potent, nicht süß, aber doch auf eine bestimmte Art gourmandig.
Super, super interesting. I mean, the perfumes which we have here, for example, which one contains a story which you want to tell? Because I don't know. Is there a highlight which we should point out, which the clients may be overlooking? We have, of course, for example, also a top seller is a golden powder. Yeah, but is there something which you, as a creator, say, I feel that they should check out this perfume?
Of course, I mean, our perfume are all based on story. So,
yeah.
But if I have to pick one and share it, there is still one of the fragrances of the first collection, which is Empathy. Empathy again is one of the fragrances that we have created in the very beginning.
Is it with blue?
Is
this one?
No, yes.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, Empathy.
Empathy is inspired by the shisha flavor.
No way! I heard it first time.
Exactly. It's developed using that magic moment. Again, imagine you are traveling in Middle East.
Yeah.
You are sitting with your friends. You spend your 3-4 days together. Arabs, like Italians, they speak a lot.
Yeah.
You are exhausted. End of the day, you reach the Majlis, their garden, their villa. You spend some time with them. The only moment where the people doesn't speak is when they smoke shisha. So imagine to have this white smoke around you with that fruity effect, smoky effect. No one is talking, but you are creating an empathy with all of them. So you don't need to speak anymore. You don't need to, you are simply enjoying that white smoke. We call it the bubble of perfection. It's really that specific moment where you are enjoying the fruity top notes. And to represent the
There's
heritage.
a coolness also inside.
Exactly. And there is a pear flower on the top notes, white tobacco leaves. We try to create all the ingredients, including the enjoyment of that moment in one fragrances. Still one of the old, one of the first fragrances of the collection, but I really love it. I really love it.
Interesting.
Yes.
At first, if you see it, it looks like a little bit feminine, but it's not feminine.
The real characteristic of this, try to wear it.
Yeah.
It can turn in, really it turn and is designed on the skin of the fragrances. Because the skin of the person that is wearing it. The combination of mask that we have used to sustain the white, clear tobacco leaves, really can turn the fragrance according to the pH of the skin, and I will love you.
Tell me more about this. So we always say on the skin the scent will change, But some fragrances, if I give you a Tiger, this one, it doesn't change, and you spray, it will last for 24. So there are some fragrances which interact more with the skin.
Yes, there is. I think it's net, and consider that in a formula of a fragrance oil, you have more than 30 ingredients, and chemically speaking, they are all different. So the pH of the skin, according to how much an ingredient is voluble or not, can change or change a lot. In this case, there are a lot of naturals inside who are more sensible, let's say, to the pH. So, but honestly, to be extremely frank, was not supposed to change so much from male and female. We discovered it in a later stage.
Okay.
So that's for sure is a nice story to tell, and I think it's one of the most present in my heart, because again, it's part of the beginning. So still, I think there is a place for them. But there is, if I can just use another one, is Bon Bon Pop.
Bon Bon Pop.
One of the first fragrances of the Crazy
this
collection.
One, right?
Yes, first of all, because has been created with our person which I really love a lot, who is our creative director, Cristina Mercaldo, who has expressed in this collection all her passion for the design, and she's maniac of the detail. Bon Bon Pop, there is not a magic ingredient inside. With Bon Bon Pop, we were looking at fragrance who is able to speak to your childhood.
Okay.
So we want the people smile with these fragrances. We want that the people will track in their mind, in their track record there, to find that specific moment of their childhood era when they were happy. So the beautiful thing is that every time you ask to the people which ingredients you feel inside, if you ask it at 10 people can reply in different way, but all of them, someone say a cookie, someone say a candy, someone say a bonbon, someone say the licorice candy. So we love to think that this fragrance is able to open your happiness of your children age.
The fruitiness?
Yes.
You have a fruitiness, sweetness. Very modern. When was it created?
1 year ago.
You see that this one very modern DNA.
Imagine when you simply open your let me say Haribo candy, and maybe you do it when you are alone, nobody's looking to you, you are just opening that. In that moment, you open it and you feel that kind of happiness that you were having when you were young. That's the magic moment. And one of the most beautiful things of our job is that when we see people, the face of the people smile when they smell our fragrances, there is no price for that. I mean, look into the face of the people when they smell it for the first time. Can be a client, can be a partner, can be it's amazing. The face of the people never lie. And this fragrance lets smile everyone. So,
sehr interessante Interpretation von dieser Süße.
Ja, ich hätte es jetzt nicht so, aber ich hätte es jetzt mehr kindlicher erwartet. Das ist schon sehr, aber es hat schon diese,
auch sehr stark.
Diese Candy-Ding hat es schon, also so dieses vielleicht das Säuerliche auch von diesen Bonbons.
Drachenzunge.
Ja.
Drachenzunge.
Ja, genau.
Das ist, müssen wir mal dem Hitchler zeigen.
Ja.
Okay, very interesting. For the brand, what kind of plan you have for the future? Now you change the boxes.
yes.
And what is? I mean, you are. I feel that there is a lot of dynamic in the company. So is there a special plan, or you just do it, or?
There is the plan of be conscious that we have really one of us he is one of us today. We cannot take it as only a product where we love to play and create fragrances. We are looking to the brand today as a brand. So he decided to become a brand. He was a Christmas gift. He decided to become a brand, and we have an amazing chance with this being part of it to tell stories. The beautiness of our brand is express excellence. Our meaning of luxury is excellence. We want the people to feel that there is really a value inside the brand. We want the people will enjoy the value. We want to tell stories. Perfume are stories, and we are storyteller.
I mean, the collection is quite large. You have, there are so many different directions. Ruby was also one of the last creations, right?
Ruby, yes, it's coming from 2000 and I think 2020.
Okay.
That's particular because it's based on ginger. You have ginger in the top, ginger in the middle, ginger in the base.
Okay.
So again, it was another crazy exercise. We decided to use ginger in every shades of the fragrance. But,
this is, yeah, right, because I always think of sherry because of the ruby, but there's no sherry, right?
No, we prefer to embrace to express the red with the ginger. But the challenge was, if ginger is supposed to be ginger, and the reason is the Royal Collection is pay tribute to the Royal Luxury.
Okay.
And every fragrance of the Royal Collection is a stone and has the story of the stone of the Queen Elizabeth. In this specific, the red ruby is the ruby that she has worn on the Scrabble that Queen Elizabeth was wearing only in particular occasion, and it was a sort of lucky jewel for her.
Mm-hmm.
So for us that was represented by the...
Because ginger normally is a little... there is some sweeter approach to it.
Yes.
It's not too...
It is a ginger candy in the dry down, ginger roots in the middle. So we try to make it, we try to extract and to play on the sweetness of the ginger, with spicy, but it has
sweet.
Some sweetness inside. Again, as you probably got, we are fan of different kind of sweetness,
ja.
and this is another good example.
Also Leute, zum Beispiel dieser Stream ist dafür da, dass ihr solche Sachen euch mal aussucht. Über zum Beispiel Ruby, ja, wird man sehr selten sprechen. Sowas müsst ihr bei uns mal im Laden oder auch in anderen Boutiquen, schreibt euch das auf, testet mal sowas. Oder geht auf die Webseite, bestellt euch eine Abfüllung. Ich sage euch, es ist schwer zu beschreiben. Er sagt, es ist Ginger. Ich sage euch, das trifft schon den Geschmack der meisten Leute. Ihr habt was sehr Individuelles. Holt euch mal eine Abfüllung, probiert das mal aus oder geht ins Ladenlokal, müsst nicht zu uns, ne, in die Blumenstraße 9, könnt ihr auch woanders hingehen, zu allen anderen Parfümerien. Aber schreibt euch das während so einem Stream mal auf, weil das zum Beispiel ist ein Parfum, das hat man nicht auf dem Schirm, aber es ist so interessant gemacht.
Ja.
Und in dieser großen Kollektion, du verlierst ja völlig den Überblick.
Ja gut, du musst halt immer dadurch, du musst dich durchtesten. Und ich meine, es sind natürlich, klar, wir heben jetzt ein paar Sachen davor und so weiter. Und wie gesagt, jedes hat seine und jeder muss auch seine Identität finden. Ne? Vielleicht gibt es Leute, die sagen, Banane kann ich gar nichts mit anfangen, ich mag keine Bananen, hasse Bananen. Dann ist es so, aber du wählst dich durch. Und ich finde es immer gut, wenn man so eine Brand hat, dass man sich mal die Brand das Ganze anschaut und nicht nur sagt, was ist der Bestseller? Ach so, ja, okay, und der Rest ist nicht, sondern weil vielleicht ist da ein Duft dabei, der dich mehr abholt als wie ein anderer. Und das geht nur über die eigene persönliche Nase und Entscheidung. Du kannst nicht irgendwas delegieren oder fragen oder schauen, was hat er für Bewertung und so, sondern du selbst musst reingehen, probieren und dir ein eigenes Urteil bilden. Und das sollte man machen, anstatt in die Parfümerie gehen und 15 verschiedene Düfte von verschiedenen Brands zu probieren, ist es oft sinnvoll, dass man sich mal hingeht und mal einen Tag alle Düfte einer Brand probiert und einfach mal sich ein Bild von der Brand macht, anstatt man sagt, okay, ich probiere mal da ein. Das ist eigentlich so ein Vorschlag.
If we, let's say, we have a lot of viewers, maybe they are not really into the game, and the question, or let's say the most we spend the most time during the day or in our life at a workplace. Okay, so we wake up, we go to work, we have our weekends. Which perfume you have here, which you say in your mind, in your interpretation, was designed for workplace, to go to office, to which one?
The Time.
The Time.
The Time, which is the blue and purple one.
Blue and this one?
Yes. That I think is your, again, if you go by best friends, it's your colleague.
Okay.
And it's the colleague that make you sure that any problem you have, he is the problem solver.
Okay.
So it's the one that gives you the calm and the experience to enjoy any tension that you have during the daily use. This is another perfume very particular, and I think if you want a story behind, The Time is the only fragrance that has been good at the first shot. Normally, you know, in the lab you make
another,
No, good at the first shot. Even if it was extremely challenging, because we played with the oolong tea. Oolong tea, as you know, is a mid-maceration between green and black tea. So it's a particular quality of tea. It's blue chamomile. A lot of ingredients of these fragrances are turning in a blue color. And
when was it released?
it was in the second round. It's the part of the arts collection, so it was 2018-19.
2018-19.
It's one of the best sellers globally.
Interesting.
It's a tea, but the challenge is to give space to the flowery part of the tea and not the citrus side of the tea. So the combination here is the flower of the tea with the musk, which again, tea and musk normally, like pamplemousse and sweetie, doesn't look friends. So in this case, we were playing the game with tea and musk. And to do this is a still of Christian Calabro, and it was good to emphasize the flowery shades that the tea has, the herbal part of the tea. So yes, for the daily time, especially if you need power with you, the power of experience and the power of making sure that you made your day, that's the best.
Did you heard about, because there was one person in the stream, he is also owner of a perfume brand, he said that currently, I don't know if Firmenich, is it called Firmenich, the manufacturer? Firmenich. That they want to kind of create something which has a peptide inside, so if you spray it on the skin, it has an actual medical kind of...
active ingredients.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a trend today. There are, even in our fragrance house, Kiva, we are working a lot in trying to add in ingredients also a different role, which is not only the
smelling
olfactive part. Yes.
What is, so how can I imagine? So for example, they said something like antidepressant or something, I don't know.
I think that's basically the role of the perfume. I mean, let the people enjoy the moment and make you smile or make you feeling comfortable or make you feeling powerful. It's the role of the olfactive soul of our product. But it's true that it's a trend today. I think it's part of the beauty and the health trend that today is picking up. Try to add an extra value to our molecular.
Yeah, because
No, I'm not a big fan of that, because I mean the perfume has its own role. But it's true that is a trend today.
Okay, because this Firmenich, they will release it, I think, this year. They have wired up people, and then they gave them perfume, and then they get a certificate. For example, they say this perfume will make you calm. This perfume will make your mood better, you know.
But it's a long story. I mean, people who are part of the fragrance industry.
Normally, you know, this is the first time on stream. If Herbert is in a mood, he's a very sharp shooter. I see you are holding back. I see you.
No, I'm saying, I mean, when you are talking to a guy who is part of the fragrance industry. I love to say that fragrance in general are really the bad person you can meet, because with the fragrance you can control the mind of the people.
Really?
It's from the 80s that I'm hearing that even the big multinational like Procter & Gamble, and they're always play with the fragrances. I mean, you cannot see them, but you can feel them.
True.
I can very short story to give you an idea. I was very young. It was one of the first exercise we made. We have cooperated with a supermarket, and we started to spray as a test food fragrances in the supermarket. And we were making a study to see if we can drive the people to buy or to do something. Imagine 11 o'clock, croissant. How all the clients go to the croissant.
No way. No
5:30, romaine and rosemary and lemon. Everyone goes to the fish.
No way.
And unsold stock of rum in 1 week, just spraying winter effect, barrel and so on. 1 week sold done.
No way.
But you know what? We were already celebrating. Hey guys, we are now the richest. We can control They say it's blah blah blah. By law, of course, you are forced to claim that there are artificial fragrances in the ambient. And we say, okay, no problem, just put a cartel in the entrance. What's wrong? In the moment we put the cartel out of the supermarket saying, pay attention, here we are spraying artificial fragrances, it was the opposite effect. Opposite effect. You spray croissant, no one was buying croissant. Oh no, it's artificial. No way. So imagine the power of the fragrances.
Wow.
How many years that people are trying to change? Sorry, I'm moving from perfume to another subject, but imagine how many years the multinational are trying to change the color of the blue packaging and the smell of the blue packaging of the softener. That smell for us is the cleanness.
Yeah.
We cannot change in our mind the smell of cleanness.
Yeah.
No way. And if you change the color or you change the fragrances, you wash your clothes, it's not cleanness anymore.
True.
So imagine the power of the fragrances.
Interesting approach.
So imagine how much you can, which power you have in your hands. It's really it's
so what
that when you discover, it makes your life amazing.
So you had some studies, you had a supermarket, and let's say you sprayed some smell of croissant, and then the people bought croissant significantly more.
There is this be used. Any Hollywood film production use a fragrance concept to spray in the cinema to get the mood of the film. The different department stores in Asia and over there, they have different fragrance from different departments. The lingerie has a different spray aroma concept than the food hall or something else. There are companies only dedicated to create fragrance concepts for industry. The frozen pizza food or frozen others, they are sprayed with chemicals because the people want, when they open the frozen pizza, to smell something. But you don't smell if it's frozen, but you smell because it's the gas inside.
In the furniture of kitchen, in some of them, they put some pizza smell inside the room. So when you open it, oh wow, it's bread or pizza. You don't see that. But
then it's 100% clear that the perfume, it will also change something with you when you wear it. The question is what?
Absolutely yes. But normally I'm convinced that you choose a perfume. There is a reason why you choose that perfume in that moment.
Should I tell you something? My taste, for example, when I go into a perfume shop, I always say, what do you sell the least? What is the, let's say, staying on the shelf for years? Most of the time, this is what I like. And so the perfumes which are my favorite, they are, I remember when we started, for example, Homme, and especially the old batch, which I still have. Homme, etc. Homme is very difficult to wear perfume, but I love it, and it's so it must have something to do also with the guy, with the person who chooses the perfume, right? Mm-hmm. Because
and also with experience. So I tell you a story. You can, if you look the seaside, sea. So the sea has a smell. This aquatic, salty, algae smell of the sea. So you can appreciate the sea smell if you are confident with the sea, but if you as a child was there and you maybe has some accidents with the sea and you fall down and you can put in the water, you can never smell the sea. Or also the woody notes of the forest. If you has a good experience of the forest, you like the forest. But if you don't have a good experience, the smell is making you angry. Okay. So that's everyone has his own taste. I know a friend of mine, his father is a butcher, so he can't smell the blood. If a fragrance has a little blood smell, he's going crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's another one says, I like this. No? There was also a brand, I don't know if they are still in the market, this blood concept.
Yeah, yes.
They're still in the
It
market?
was based on, I don't know, I'm not sure. It was the one based on your blood.
Good question. Good that you said. What is your opinion on, let's say, ultra niche? Because if you are on social media, especially on TikTok, there are some influencers, they, let's say, for example, Toscavat and this and that. There are some other which are even more extreme. What is your opinion of the, let's say, unwearable perfumes, which are so difficult? When you smell it, you will say, I mean, you know, it's a little bit strange.
Good question, very good question. It's like saying sometimes you need also a very ugly girlfriend. If you need that in that moment, probably you will love it. But honestly speaking,
this I heard the first time.
No, I'm the worst person to answer to that question, because always we made daily exercise of new smelling direction, new accord who are not. The challenge is not to do new things. The challenge is to do new things, but
smell good,
give pleasure and smell good and express a personality. But maybe sometimes you need something strange and you love it.
There was a long time ago, I think they, I don't know if they are already in the market, American company with the German name Demeter. You know Demeter?
Yes.
Yeah. And they have produced 15 ml fragrances, but only grandmother's cake, gin tonic after rain shower, everything so smells. They have produced smells, and they have a large range of fragrances, but they are smells. So you want to smell like a pizza, or you want to smell like a cake, or maybe the fragrance represents the cake or the pizza, but you don't want to wear it.
You
so
don't.
we will find fragrances, they are maybe interesting to smell, so as a smell, but not interesting to wear. So, and that's also a question. You can produce fragrances to say that people, I show you a crazy smell, but the people have to realize, I want to smell like this.
I will show you. I will not show it. I will not show the bottle. We will now change the scenery. We will mix some perfume today, right?
Yes, we want to let you feel as a perfumer. Today.
Okay. Okay. So we will change. Müssen wir dafür Pause machen, oder? Okay. So what we do now, we go into our next room. Then I will show you my perfumes. I want honest opinion, and I will show you one perfume. And I just made a reel about it. Yesterday we smelled it. I will not tell you I will not show the bottle. One comment was, unfortunately, I tried it on the skin, and I want to chop my hand off. I tell you, maybe there's some, because Herbert said the perfume is not so bad. I tell you, when I smell it, I think I need to. I really, I cannot breathe. And it's from a well-known brand. It's from a really well-known brand. I don't know who came up with this idea. There are some perfumes. Yesterday we smelled one perfume. I tell you, what is this? How to?
We spoke about this one.
Okay. So
that's value.
It's. I mean, again, it's true that in perfume industry you are free to do whatever you want, but then the people are free to say that it's not good.
I always try to think. I want to see their approach. There's one perfume from a person who does the ropes. What is Soccinelli?
Yes.
Yeah, Filippo Soccinelli.
Yes.
There is one perfume. I bought the whole collection just because I liked the idea. I bought the whole collection. There's one red one, and I like the name. It says, "Not today."
Not today.
Not today. What is this? It's unwearable. It's impossible to wear. And there's one guy on social media, he loves it. It's his most favorite scent. What kind of a maniac is, I mean, this is insane.
But in that case, I mean, Filippo Sorcinelli, you are talking about an artist.
Okay.
So he may want to express something that is part of his journey, and sometimes it's not.
I mean, it's difficult. For example, if you couldn't create the perfume because you don't think like this. Or is it?
I had with me too many examples of horrible. Are fantastic exercise, fantastic technical
on
speaking
paper.
on paper, And the smell, you say, wow, this is new. But again, it's not enough. We are not here to create new things. We are here to create new, wearable things.
Yeah,
The perfume is part of your identity. I mean, your identity cannot be unwearable. You have to wear your identity.
Okay.